Yes, good afternoon, LinkedIn. Good afternoon, LinkedIn community. We have another interview in the C-level workshop, and this is today a very fascinating topic for me because it's AI, artificial intelligence is very much in the discussion. We all know that it is needed, but it's I think we are quite busy with it in Germany or in Europe, discussing how to control it, and that won't be possible maybe. And I have a very experienced guest here, Dr. Krishna Sridhar. Hi, hello Krishna.
Hello, Brent. It's a privilege, pleasure to be here talking to you.
Thank you for attending, Krishna. So we would try to, let's say, enlighten the topic a little bit and discuss it, and especially discuss the implications of employing artificial intelligence on the shop floor, because that's what you are specialized in. And in the beginning, I would like to encourage the listener, please ask questions. Type the questions into the comment, and I will try to catch the comments and questions up and discuss it with Krishna. So please, Krishna, please let us start with, please introduce yourself a little. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Brent. And again, looking forward to this discussion today. So I'm Krishna, originally from India, and
Krishna? So now we have a problem, Krishna. I think you are frozen for the moment. Maybe you can check it and adjust it, because we don't hear you anymore. This is not good. We discussed in the beginning a little about the topic, and Krishna told me that he will explain the development. Now he's gone. I hope he will soon be back. I don't know what happened. It's always an adventure with live interviews. There he is. I'll let him in. Hello, welcome back, Krishna.
Thank you. I think
so something happened, but please continue. Introduce yourself. Yeah.
Sure. Yes, again, Krishna, and originally from India. I've been in the field of AI for 20 years. The first part was academic. I did my PhD and my postdoc in UK and US, respectively. Then worked as a corporate leader in Continental Automotive as the head of AI program for autonomous driving. Spent 8 years at Continental, and then decided to start my first venture, Consci Technologies, AI for construction sector, to improve the efficiency of the construction operations. And then now on to my second venture, a Munich-based AI startup called Sparsa AI, focused on AI for improving the efficiency of manufacturing, especially focused on small and medium-scale enterprises, but also applicable to larger enterprises, and focused on improving efficiency of shop floor and the top floor, respectively. So that's my background. Yes, but so that's about me.
Thank you. I'm happy to have you here. And as some may know, I work with an Indian consultancy, so the specialists from India are a little bit in my favor, because I know how well educated they are. The education in India is very, very good, especially in IT and robotics. It's worldwide known. Please give us your view about what is artificial intelligence. Can you explain the nature? Just a basic question, but let us please share your view about it.
So artificial intelligence is basically a technology, but more specifically, it's a software. It's a software that mimics human intelligence, capabilities of human intelligence. Technology has always been a way of externalizing, mimicking the capabilities of human intelligence. Software took this to the next level from hardware, and AI is the next level of software. So that's how I see AI. And AI itself is not a monolithic unit. It has gone through different phases of evolution. I mean, the first generation of AI started at 1970s. You know, they call the expert systems. Essentially, expert systems are computer programs which express the knowledge of the human mind, and it's essentially software. And this was the first generation of AI, and this happened between 1970 and 2000. And then from 2000 to 2020, ever since the internet revolution happened, and there's a lot of millions and trillions of data points, came the second generation of AI. The second generation of AI is the data AI. I would call it as a data AI because it uses a lot of data and learns how to predict. And this is how deep learning, the field of deep learning, emerged in the second generation of AI. And now I believe that we are witnessing from 2020 to 2030 the third generation of AI. So starting with Gen AI, this is the third generation.
No, this is not good. I'm sorry for that. I have to apologize. So we have seems to be a technical problem there. I hope that Krishna can fix it very soon. It's a bit special today, and I just wanted to. I have a quote here which we can discuss because I visited a convention in the English consultancy in Hamburg, and I have a quote from the English consul. Her name is Gupta, and she told us on that day. So we are very busy of thinking of controlling HI in Europe, and we are not welcoming it. And we want to, let's say, control and limit it. But then she said, okay, how is it with our human culture? Have we managed to avoid wars? Have we managed to avoid violence? And this is all negative. So, and we will not, and she said, we will not be able to control AI, and we have to live with it. And I would say in Europe, we urgently need it, or we desperately need AI to come forward on the shop floor and to be more competitive. Welcome back, Krishna. So
sorry, I don't know what the problem is. The internet is always good, but don't know what it is.
So I just made a quote from Ms. Gupta. She's Indian consul in Germany, and she said, so we will not be able to control AI, and we haven't been able to control the human society. We still have wars and violence and poverty, and it will not be possible to organize this with AI. So please progress with your words.
Yes, so I was just saying that AI is not a monolithic. It has its own history. It has evolved through three phases: AI 1.0, 2.0, and now AI 3.0. And we see that what is different about this new generation of AI? It's called generative AI, Gen AI, and so on. And this started in 2017 with something called the transformers. This is a kind of a neural network that's really powerful and uses attention. You know, when we pay attention to objects, when we drive, we pay attention to the road. It uses the same kind of human capabilities called attention. And it started in 2017, 2020s. We have the chat OpenAI creating ChatGPT 1, 2, and now we have 3.5 and 4 and so on. And this evolution has progressed really fast in the last 5 years, and it's creating something called the AI agents. That's what is already the achievement of 2023, and this continues till 2024, where it is said that we might have something called artificial general intelligence, which means that an AI that is quite like a human agent, is capable of performing a lot of different tasks like a human agent, which can be a part of our human ecosystem, like very much like agents that we can speak to. So that is what is different about this AI. AI has always been around for a very long time, used for all kinds of optimization, prediction tasks. But what is interesting about this AI is it's able to understand a lot of things very, very well, and therefore we can also speak to it like an AI agent. So I would like to illustrate this with a simple example. If you were to book a flight, then you would, there's two ways of doing it. One way is that you can go to some booking.com or some site like this and then fill up a form, search for flights, and then book the flight. This is how a lot of softwares, especially in the manufacturing sector, have been so far. So there's been a lot of UI, a lot of form filling. In fact, a lot of ERP systems and manufacturing execution systems work like this. But what is different about this new form of AI is the fact that you can. It's almost like if you had to book a flight. Let's say you call an agent, a flight agent, and then that agent has spoken with you. He knows you, or he or she knows you, and then they book a flight for you really quickly. And that is the difference in this new generation of AI 3.0, that it is so much easier to talk to this AI. It understands a lot more. And that is what we already see with ChatGPT, but this is going much, much beyond. So these AI agents would become a part of our lives, part of our work life. They would do a lot of tasks like procurement, sales, shop floor optimization, but they would be like human agents. You would be able to talk to them. You can ask questions. You can chat with with these AI agents, and they have become like employees of artificial employees in the human offices, in the human environment. I think that is the new reality that will take place very, very quickly. It's progressing extremely fast in that direction. And therefore, I think it's a very, very important development that's happening in the field of AI. And I would like to really emphasize that.
Yeah. Okay. So it's I appreciate that you're still here and that did not went away. So your topic is AI on the shop floor, yeah, and you explained how you explained the future more or less, yeah, with the agents. So when you we have seen this shop floor optimizations for some decades, yeah. When you go into industrial production, it's you see the robot arms everywhere. It's very fast and very quick already, yeah. So they have cycle times which are very narrow and very short. But can you outline the advantages of bringing AI to this technology? So how will be the progress? What is the advantage? What are the properties with in AI which brings it forward?
So the main aspect of this new generation of AI is that it can understand the context a lot better, and it can. Am I still audible? I just want to make sure.
Sorry,
Am I
you
still
are,
audible?
yeah. So you're
Okay.
still here. Fine.
Okay, thanks. So, what is new about this form of AI is that it understands the factory environment, like almost like a human would do, because the AI, and this is the new aspect about the generative AI. The second aspect is that it can communicate really well. What this means is that it can automate a lot of tasks on the enterprise level and also on the shop floor level and become assistants to the humans. For example, when you take sales or procurement at the enterprise level, there are a lot of tasks which could be automated and could be automated really well with these AI agents. If you take procurement, things like once you have a request for a particular part, then the AI can quickly search for all the suppliers, contact them with RFPs, and then once it gets a proposal from the suppliers, it can then take these proposals and then evaluate them, use some market intelligence and some reviews, and then finally it can actually trigger these proposals and create orders. It can do a lot of these tasks while keeping the human in the loop. So that's something that I want to emphasize, that it's not going to fully automate these processes. It's going to be an assistant to humans, helping them to be more efficient in the factory or in the manufacturing place. Now the thing is that a lot of tasks on the enterprise level, like procurement, sales, All of these would, the AI agents would be able to do a really good job in the next 1.5 years. And this is also what I'm focusing on at Sparsa AI. The second thing is that when we go into the shop floor on the physical space where where things are getting manufactured, even in that space, AI would help in terms of improving the operational efficiency significantly by making sure that there are less delays, safety, and quality assurance. It will also help in terms of work instructions, helping workers really understand work instructions, new features, and so on and so forth. So, all in all, AI would act like a real human agent, except that it's artificial, and it can really understand and can communicate, and it can orchestrate a lot of the workflows, starting from procurement to sales, and also on the production side. So, all in all, I think AI would play a very, very key role for manufacturing companies to become really, really efficient in the next 1, 2, 3 years. I think only after 2 to 3 years you will see robots actually coming in on the shop floor, because right now robots still do not have the dexterity and they do not have visual intelligence to operate as well as humans. So I think the phase of robots will truly happen in 3 years' time. But till then, it's more on the process side. There will be a lot of automation on the process side, at the enterprise level and the shop floor level. This is where I see AI coming in the next 2 to 3 years. And therefore, I would really ask companies to prepare themselves over the next 1 to 2 years, create an AI strategy, create an AI roadmap on where they can use AI and improve their operational efficiency, and prepare for this and become an AI powered company.
Okay. Thank you for that. And we have, fortunately, we have a lot of questions. And I think I start with the last one. I think it fits very good to what you said recently. So how do you see AI? Is it just another dimension of automation, or is it really like a companion on the shop floor who works with the team, who works in the system? So how do you see it?
I see that AI is becoming smarter and smarter, becoming closer to what they call as artificial general intelligence, and can be more like a companion. It's a companion that will can improve the efficiency of the workers, of people in the enterprise level, on the workforce level. So I think it can really act well as a companion and improve the efficiency of our operations.
Okay. But it is also, you explained how it works with the process and how it employs the stakeholders and also the purchase and all this. But I think it's one case, it's when production is running, and one when you have difficulties, when you have interruptions or when you have problems. How is this with this?
Correct. So I can explain that. So what it can do is that on one hand, it can monitor the production workflows. So what happens in factories is that there are work orders and shop orders and work orders. So AI can help in workflow monitoring, making sure that work orders are being processed on time, and then there is very less chance for delays. This is one thing. And wherever there are inefficiencies, it can highlight inefficiencies, reasons for delays. It could be rework, it could be machine equipment failure, it could be any of these things. What it will do is it will create all this information and make it available also to the humans, so that we can work together and make the process more efficient. This is on the work order monitoring. It can also help with planning tasks like shop order scheduling, for example. So if there's a new shop order that comes, then the AI can take it up and see and forecast, do rolling forecast, see if it's possible to schedule the shop order. If it's possible, then it will schedule the shop orders together with a human interface, human in the loop. If it's not possible, then it will try to identify what are the reasons why it's not possible. Perhaps the raw materials are not enough to satisfy the shop order on time on this particular delivery date. Then it can go to the procurement people responsible for procurement and make a request. Is it possible to have more materials so that it can fulfill the shop order on time, or maybe just a few days of delay because this customer is important? And it can do all of these orchestrations like a human digital manager would talk to person A, person B, person C, person D, and then finally it can schedule the shop order. So it can do work order monitoring, it can do shop order scheduling, it can also create really nice reports for executives on the enterprise level to see where their inefficiencies. And finally, it can do a lot of small tasks like sending emails, like summarizing a lot of content, different suppliers, and then summarizing it and sending it. A lot of assistant-like jobs. You can ask it to do A, B, C, D, and it can act like a real human assistant, and then do all of these tasks. So that is what AI's role would be, really to empower us and make us even more efficient.
Okay, so now thank you for this. This was a very theoretical, but can you please give us a few examples from your routines or from the projects you run? How does it work in reality, in practice?
Yeah, in reality, in Sparse AI, we are creating AI agents which can do all of these different things. It can do shop order scheduling, planning, and scheduling. With rolling forecasts, it can help to take on and monitor work orders on the shop floor by interfacing with the workforce. It can also automate tasks like procurement and sales. So this is what we are actually focusing on, and that's also the reason why I mentioned all of these examples, because it's actually what you're working on at Sparse AI. But there are a lot of other companies that are also in this space. There are companies like Google and so on. They provide very generic capabilities, and then there are startups, there are scale-ups, there are companies that are especially focusing on the manufacturing and enterprise operations. So there's a whole space of new players coming into the game, and yes, I'm quite very happy that I'm also into this game and trying to do my best for improve using AI for automation for manufacturing.
Okay. But to make this clear, yeah, I mean, you are not sitting in India. You have a company here in Germany, I think.
In Munich,
Yeah,
yes.
in Munich, and you are supporting German companies, German industrial companies. I guess it's automotive, it's maybe chemistry, it's plastic production, something like this. Yeah.
Absolutely, focusing exclusively on the Mittelstand. So the product was developed together in the last 6 months with the Mittelstand. So I worked together with a small and a medium scale enterprise, and they helped to shape the AI product, because I went with them with the knowledge of AI and with my previous experience in my startup. They told me what solution they wanted. They said that they wanted AI agents for sales, for procurement, also AI agents that would help to plan shop floor operations better and monitor them better. And it is with working together with them that we created a solution at Sparsa.
Okay. And you told me previously that you are also educating people in AI. Oh?
That's right, because it's a new form of AI. And AI was never like this. Now this AI can understand and talk and speak. Anybody who used ChatGPT voice can also see this. It just talks so nicely. So it's a new form of AI, new capabilities, right? And therefore, my goal is to highlight this, to say here is an AI that's closer to the human mind than ever before. It can become a part of your manufacturing factories and can help your efficiency. And my goal is to show the difference from the previous forms of AI, what the new AI can do, where it's going in the future, and how they can adopt the AI, in what stages. How can executives in manufacturing executives create an AI strategy, saying that, well, in the first phase, we will adopt some low-hanging fruits, simple jobs, and the next phase, maybe semi-automate some parts of the value chain like procurement, and then possibly in the third phase or even before, get into the shop floor and start optimizing the shop floor efficiency monitoring and so on and so forth. How can executives create an AI strategy over the course of the next 1 year, budget it out? So my goal is just to be able to assist and support in this process of thinking, understanding, and planning and execution of this new form of AI, Gen AI.
Okay. I mean, this is an opportunity which you outline here. I mean, you are saying you are automate the shop floor and control it with AI, and then you go back and start to organize value chain. I mean, this is a complete different story. This is done a complete system. The whole process will be automated or controlled by AI.
That's right. I mean, ultimate goal is to improve the efficiency of operations so that we can go faster to market. There is global competition now. There is increasing knowledge loss and increasing cost of labor. And therefore, companies are in a pressure to expand, to perform, improve the profit efficiency. And therefore, it's really the right time for, I think, AI has come at the right time, I believe, to help companies to improve their profit efficiency and grow and face the global competition. So I think it's a great opportunity for in both aspects for companies, AI companies like the one that I have, Sparse AI, and also for manufacturing companies. It's the time to meet and to talk and to discuss and to adopt this new generation of AI.
Yes, there's another comment who says, I appreciate this holistic way of seeing it, Krishna, and this I can only underline. I mean, this is what makes it interesting. Also for me to discuss with you. I also have a chance to understand a little bit of it. But let me ask another question, because I'm coming from the HR side. I'm doing personal search recruiting. And I mean, a problem what I see in the shop floor and the production very often is the loss of knowledge. I mean, if an important person leaves the company, then he takes or she takes a lot of knowledge with them, or so ever. But I think this you can level a little bit with AI, because the knowledge more or less stays in the company. And when you talk about these agents, then it's not only the pure data which stays in the company, but also how to interact and how to connect with other departments. So there's a lot more knowledge which remains in this company than before when key persons left.
Exactly. It's like having a new employee, and that employee stays in your company for the rest of the lifetime. It's exactly like that. And this new employee is interacting with everybody, and so understands a lot of things, right, from the whole value chain, from sales, procurement, production. So has an overview knowledge, and this AI will enable executives and others, production managers, to talk to the databases, to talk to all the documents. It captures the knowledge in the database, in ERP systems. It captures the knowledge in all the documents, design documents. It can capture all the knowledge everywhere on about the suppliers, about the customers. It captures all of this knowledge in the form of something called the knowledge graph. That's also the technology that we are using. So then the large language models would understand about the company using this knowledge graph of the company. So first of all, the first phase is that all the data of the company becomes a part of this knowledge graph. And the second part is that the LLM agents, they understand the world of the company through the knowledge graph. And that way, they are the repository of all the knowledges, all the processes that are coming in the company. When the AI agent becomes a part of the company, it will also start to understand how to talk to whom. If we talk to that supplier, maybe it's going to take more time, but if we talk to this supplier, and even within the company, so it starts to understand like a human, what is the knowledge, what are the processes, how to talk to whom, how to negotiate, how to make things more efficient. So it's always like an agent that is trying to improve the efficiency of the company. It's always, that's a goal of the AI. And then it's trying to do everything to collect knowledge in order to perform this task. So that's what is different about these AI agents. They have a purpose. The purpose is to improve efficiency, and they do everything just for doing for the sake of that goal. That's what's different about these AI agents.
Okay, so thank you very much for this insight, and we are almost come to an end. We came to an end with our half an hour, and before I ask you the last questions, please let us come back to this ethical topic. Because there's a comment who says, so I appreciate the regulation that we start to regulate it here in Europe. Can you tell us about your ethical or how you see it with the ethical requirements? What is your way of seeing it?
Yeah, I think this is really important because I think it's very important, therefore, for people to participate in the development of AI and enforce ethical and ethical regulations, explainability into AI. I think this is really important because that's the AI 3.0. This is what I mean. The next generation of AI combines the best of the first two generations, knowledge and data. So AI, which is responsible and ethical in the sense that it is explainable. If you ask AI why it has taken this decision, then it should be able to explain exactly why it has taken this decision, right? And that's the first thing. Second is that we should be able to enforce all the rules within AI. So the AI is always staying within the boundaries of all the rules and conditions, all the governance principles within the company. And this is really all the legal aspects, all the compliance aspects, all the human relationship aspects cannot do anything wrong. I think as only when this core is established within the AI, it can really be adopted by humans, because only then we can trust the AI, that AI will act in our favor, not just improving the efficiency, but also making sure it is explainable and obeying all the rules. And this is so important. And this is also something that I am really fully working on and focusing on. But the AI community is very aware of this problem, and it's also focusing on this. And this is in AGI, we should have all of these aspects in the next one and a half years. I would really expect to see all of these things in the next 1.5 years. It's moving really fast in this direction.
Yeah. Okay, fine. This is a very interesting. I think this is also a very important question in our world. I mean, how to live with that. Yeah. So it's you can't stop it. Yeah. But and it's also we need it. Yeah. But the next question is how to live it, live with that, and the ethical question is very important. So we have come to an end. So I would like to ask you a last question. So what do you see in the next 3 years? You already told us what you see for development, but give us a flashlight on what you expect for the next 3-5 years here on the shop floors in Germany, in the Mittelstand, as you said.
I do see that there would be a lot of companies that would be adopting AI so that they can become an AI-powered organization. And in these companies, and then others would follow. And it's always good to be a first leader in this adoption. And I would see that in these companies, there would not be just humans talking to each other, but humans would be talking to AI, AI would be talking to humans. So it would be these AI agents would become a part and parcel of the company's fabric. And I think this is really important for manufacturing, because manufacturing sector has seen a slump in the last 30-40 years. Now this will improve the efficiency of manufacturing in the next 10 years. So I really see that. And after 2, 3, 4 years, you would see also robots starting to come into this whole ecosystem. That's what I see. First processes, then robots.
Okay. Yeah, this is an important view, because it also means, I mean, for those ones who employ AI, they will make progress. And those ones who don't, they stay still. But sooner or later, or I would say sooner, you see it in the cost. I mean, what are the production costs which I can realize? So I see there's no stop. Yeah. So there's no way of ignoring it. How I would see. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, thank you for this discussion, Krishna.
Thank you too, Bernd.
Interesting, and I apologize to our listeners about the technical questions, but technical problems, but that can always happen in a live interview. I'm sorry that I didn't know what to say or how to see it, but fortunately, you always came back, so I'm happy about that. So I ask you to please remain for a few minutes so that we can have a talk afterwards, and I will say goodbye and thank you for listening.
Thank you for the audience as well, and thank you, Bernd. It was a great opportunity. Enjoyed it.